Racist ICE, detain black mom at school pickup, call her illegal, then learn she's a federal judge. Asterisk, asterisk, unbreakable. The day Judge Hawthorne fought back, asterisk, asterisk, it was an ordinary Wednesday outside Brookwood Public School. The buses had just screeched to a halt, and parents lined the sidewalk, tired, hopeful, proud, all waiting for their children. Janelle Hawthorne stood apart in her orange and white dress, arms open for her daughters. Janelle's smile was the kind that could warm an entire block. But that day, it vanished as two ICE officers barreled toward her. They were not approaching, they were charging. Officer Doyle, tall, pale, jaw clenched, led the way. Officer Krantz, with a buzz cut and a permanent scowl, followed close behind, both in body armor marked in stark white ice. Their eyes never left her, as if they saw a threat, not a mother. Janelle noticed them at the same instant her daughters did. "Mummy," cried little Naya, age 7, dashing into her mother's arms. Her older sister Savannah hung back, eyes wide, watching the officers warily. The air crackled with fear. Janelle pulled her girls close. "Ma'am, step away from the children," Officer Doyle barked. Janelle blinked, stunned. "Excuse me, step away now." Parents paused mid-conversation, one mother whispering to her husband, a father tightening his grip on his child's hand. "I am their mother," Janelle said, her voice steady. "What is this about?" Krantz moved behind her. "We have credible information you are violating federal immigration law." Janelle's laugh was short, bitter. "I was born in Indiana. This is a mistake." But they were not listening. They only saw a black woman with two brown-skinned children in a mostly white neighborhood. Doyle reached for her arm. "Do not touch me," Janelle warned, stepping back, shielding her daughters. "Not in front of my children." Savannah yelled, "Leave my mum alone." Naya began sobbing, gripping her mother's waist, tiny fists beating at the officers. "Stop." She did not do anything. Parents began to record. Phones rose. Gasps spread like wildfire. Somewhere, a voice called out, "That is Judge Hawthorne." But the officers did not listen. They did not recognize the woman they were manhandling. They did not know she was more than a mother. More than a citizen, she was a federal judge, sworn in by the president, a Harvard law graduate, a fighter for children's rights, a woman who had made headlines for sentencing corrupt officials. None of that mattered to them. She was, in their eyes, just a threat, a mistake, a problem to be handled and questioned later. They slammed her against a patrol vehicle. Her daughters screamed. Her dress tore. Her wrists were zip-tied as cameras rolled. Her purse, flung to the curb, spilled its contents, a silver badge in a leather case. A congratulatory letter from the White House. The officers did not check. They did not care. It was not until Carla Benson, a white mother from the PTA, ran forward that things began to shift. "Stop. That is Janelle Hawthorne. She is a federal judge. What are you doing?" Officer Doyle shoved her back. "Step away, ma'am. This does not concern you. She is my neighbor. You are making a huge mistake." But the damage was done. Children watched. Staff watched. The principal, Mr. Hernandez, rushed out, clipboard in hand. His face went pale when he saw Janelle. "What is going on?" "That is one of our trustees," he shouted. Doyle paused, suddenly uncertain. "She matched a description," Krantz mumbled. "We got a report." Mr. Hernandez snapped. "She is a federal judge. Do you know who you are detaining?" Doyle hurriedly pulled up a grainy mugshot on his phone. It was not even close. Krantz's gaze shifted to the purse. He opened it, found the badge, and the world seemed to freeze. Doyle's mouth opened, then shut. Krantz stepped back. The crowd's murmurs grew louder, angrier. "Get those cuffs off her now." Officer Doyle's hands trembled as he stared down at the badge. Krantz shifted nervously, glancing at the phones, still recording. The crowd surged, voices rising. Janelle, finally free, stood Taliban with her dress torn, eyes wet with tears. Her daughters clung to her, shaking, but her voice was thunder. "Who gave you that order?" she demanded, her words ringing with authority. Neither officer answered. Carla pushed forward. "You were finished. You grabbed a federal judge, in front of her children." Janelle knelt to her daughters. "Go wait with Miss Carla, baby. Mummy will handle this now." Naya hesitated. Savannah clenched her jaw. But they went, arms wrapped around each other. The ICE officers tried to defend themselves. She matched a description. There was a tip of what? Janelle cut them off. A black woman in a dress picking up her daughter's. You did not run my name. You did not ask for ID. You did not speak to me. You just grabbed me like I was property. She held up her badge. This means something, but it should not have. 2. Krantz looked down. Doyle mumbled, "We were just doing our job." Janelle's laugh was low, cold. "You were not doing your job. You were acting on your prejudice." Principal Hernandez stepped forward. "I have already called Homeland Security. They are on their way. You are both being detained for unlawful detainment, assault, racial profiling, and child endangerment." Suddenly, a voice boomed across the lot. "Judge Hawthorne." A black SUV screeched to a halt. Out stepped USM's Marshal Denise Rocator, sunglasses flashing, navy suit crisp. 2 federal agents followed. "Judge," she nodded. "We were monitoring ICE channels. We saw the footage." She turned to the officers. "You are under federal review for misconduct, unlawful arrest, and abuse of authority." "Wait," Krantz protested. But the marshals were already cuffing them. Faces flushed with shame. Parents erupted in applause. Students watched from windows. Savannah sobbed into Carla's side, whispering, "They took her and no one stopped them." This time, everyone was watching. Janelle took a deep breath, knelt by her daughters, and held their faces in her hands. No one gets to treat you as less than human. Not for your skin, not for who you are. Do you hear me? Naya sniffled. "Yes, Mummy." Savannah nodded. "We believe you. We saw everything." Janelle pulled them close, tears of pride streaming down her face. By nightfall, her story was everywhere. Federal judge wrongfully detained by ICE in front of school children, mistaken identity or racial profiling. Judge Hawthorne speaks out. ICE officers arrested for unlawful detainment. The next morning, Janelle stood at a podium, her daughters by her side. Cameras flashed. "I have spent my career defending people without a voice. Yesterday, I became one of them. If I did not have a badge, I would be in a detention center, my children in foster care, and this would be just another invisible injustice. Not this time." She looked straight at the cameras. "Stop judging by skin. Judge by action. For every girl like Naya, every boy like my nephew who was scared to walk to school, this is for you." The crowd erupted in applause. The officers were dismissed, stripped of their badges. Judge Hawthorne went on to lead a national reform committee on immigration detainment and racial profiling. She became a national advocate for justice. But more than that, she became a living reminder that every label is a story, and sometimes that story fights back. If this story struck a chord, if it broke your heart, made you angry, or gave you hope, hit subscribe, share it, because justice is not just an idea. It is a fight we all must join.